Hello all, welcome to machine learning course. In this video, we'll talk about types of machine learning algorithms. Especially there are three types. Actually there are four types, out of which we'll discuss about three types. Okay, those types are supervised machine learning algorithms, and next one is unsupervised machine learning algorithms, and the third one is reinforcement learning algorithms, and the fourth type is semi-supervised machine learning algorithms. Okay, let me write semi-supervised ML algorithms. Okay, we'll mainly discuss about these three things in this course. Okay, in this video we'll talk about supervised machine learning algorithms. Okay, here you can see supervised machine learning algorithms uses labeled data for training. Okay, what does labeled data means? Let's say for example, you are calculating the area of a rectangle. We know area of a rectangle equals to length into breadth, right? Here, let's say, consider this is a rectangle, this is length into breadth, and this is nothing but area. Okay, so here this is a label data. Why? Because for input, for particular input, there is output, right? That is why this is called as label data. For example, if you gonna apply ML algorithm for this application, then you have to collect the data, right? So how you collect the data? You have to collect the data in such a way that by taking the both inputs and assigning it to some output. Let's say for example, you will assign some kind of numbers which satisfies this equation. Okay, let's say these are the numbers which satisfies that equation. Okay, uh, and then you have to feed this data to ML algorithm. This is for training. Okay, this is for training, right? So what will happen here? It will learn the equation, that is a equals to l into b. Okay, whereas in testing what will happen? This equation will be used for calculating the outputs, that is a. Okay, that is what happened in ML algorithms. Whereas in supervised machine learning algorithms, you have to use label data. Label data is nothing but there exist input and output. Okay, here let's say for example, in this example, this sale price is corresponds to output, whereas these all features are corresponding to input. Hence this is a supervised machine learning algorithm. Okay, in supervised machine learning algorithm we have two types. Okay, one is regression and another one is classification. Anyways, we'll talk more about in later videos. Okay, and then you can see here supervised learning algorithms learns from being given right answers. That means you have to give the correct mappings of x and y. Let's say for example, in the above example, you are predicting the area of rectangle, right? That means a equals to l into b. Okay, while collecting the data you have to collect this mapping only. That means you have to collect data in such a way that it will satisfies that above equation. Okay, it will satisfy the above equation, otherwise it will be a big problem. Okay, why? Because it will learn some kind of unwanted patterns that will leads to high bias and high variance. Okay, anyways, we'll discuss about high bias and high variance problems in later videos. Okay, remember that for supervised machine learning algorithms you have to give the correct mappings of x and y. That means the correct input and output data. Okay, and also supervised machine learning algorithms map some kind of mathematical functions, okay, between input and output. That means it will learn some kind of mathematical function in the training phase. Okay, I mean, you have seen, right? You have seen for the example of predicting the area of rectangle. Here we know area of the rectangle formula is given by a equals to l into b. Okay, uh, okay, this is the formula for area of rectangle, right? And our problem statement is predicting area of rectangle. Okay, area of rectangle by using ML algorithms. By using ML algorithm. Okay, this is our problem statement. So you have to collect the data, right? We know data is the main input for machine learning algorithms, right? So you are collecting the data. You are collecting the data in such a way that data collection. Here first step is data collection, right? Okay, data collection. So you are collecting the data L, B, and A. Okay, you are collecting the data. You are collecting the data in such a way that these are input, right? Inputs, right? Inputs in output. Okay, these inputs and outputs must satisfy the above equation. Okay, above equation. In this case, we know the equation of input and output, but in general case, but in generally, this is not acceptable, right? Because we don't know the input and output relations. You are finding the input and output relations, but I mean by using machine learning algorithms. But in this case, we already know the input and output relation because this is example. Okay, and in training what will happen is it will take the data and it will process, machine learning algorithm process the data and learn some function. What the function it will learn? It learns some a equals to l into b. Okay, whereas in testing, this will happen in training. Okay, this will happen in training. So whereas in testing it uses the function. In previous classes we have already discussed it, right? Uses the function a equals to l into b. Okay, thereby it will produces the output. This is what happen in supervised machine learning algorithms. Let's say for example, we'll talk about multiple linear regression in later, but here you can see, right? Multiple linear regression learn some kind of parameters. Here the parameters corresponds to alpha, beta 1, beta 2, up to beta n, right? These are the inputs. Okay, and this is the output. This is what will be learned in multiple linear regression model. Okay, and this is what about the supervised machine learning algorithms, and we'll see the applications of supervised machine learning algorithms now. Here you can see the examples and applications of supervised machine learning algorithms. Let's say we have the email that is no, I mean the notation is x and the output the notation is y. Is spam or not? Okay, you have both input and output, then this corresponds to spam classifier filtering application. Okay, and you have audio and transcripts, that is nothing but the text of that particular audio. Then this application is speech recognition. Okay, and you have English and you have to convert that into Spanish or other language, then that application is called as mission translation. Okay, and you have the input as ad and user information, then you have to predict whether that particular user will click that ad or not. Okay, this is a classification problem. This is also a classification problem. Okay, we'll discuss about what is meant by classification in later videos. This application corresponds to online advertising. Okay, and you have the information of image, radar information as input, and the output is position of the position of the other cars. Okay, this application is called as self-driving car applications. Okay, and let's say we have image of the phone and you have to find whether the phone is defective or not. Okay, this is also a classification problem. Then this application is known as visual inspection. Okay, we have we have a lot of applications in supervised machine learning algorithms. Okay, and also supervised machine learning algorithms create 99% of the economy value today. Okay, if you learn supervised machine learning algorithms, then you can find your job opportunities or career opportunities. A lot of job opportunities are there. Okay, this is all about the supervised machine learning algorithms. In the next video, we'll talk about the types of supervised machine learning algorithms. Okay, if you have any doubts, please let me know in the comment section.